Hey everyone, so I've got another story for you that was released on social media. This is Mohammad Anwar, a 66-year-old husband, father, and grandfather who was killed in D.C. outside of Nationals Park by two young girls ages 15 and 16 years old. They tried tasing him, and when that didn't work, the one in the front seat reaches over, turns on the ignition to the car, manipulates the gear shift, and he is still standing halfway outside of the car while fighting her to get back in it. And as you're about to see, it did not turn out in his favor.
They're thieves.
What's going on?
Call the cops. They're trying to steal a car. This is my car. They're trying to steal a car? He said it's his car. Yeah, he is their phone. No, this is my car. Stop it! Oh my God! Somebody just stole it. She's stealing their car.
He's still in the car.
Yeah, we called the cop. Call the cops. Call the cops. It's been called! It's been called! It's been called! It's been called! They stole the car! These girls stole the car!
The impact was so great that it uplifted the brick pavers.
Hey, they stole the car! They stole the car!
Here's an aerial view of the last girl climbing out of the car.
These girls! That's it! That's it! That's it! That's it!
Everybody's out.
Everybody step back from the car! I'm gonna need everybody to step back from the car!
Instead of being concerned about the unconscious man lying right there on the pavement, the only thing that she's focused on is getting back into the car to get her cell phone. Fortunately, this occurred where National Guard service members were on site.
Everybody, I need you to step back from the seat! I saw what happened. Oh, no. I need everybody to step back. There's gas leaking. Yeah, hey, back up.
Paramedics arrived on scene where they attempted to stabilize Mr. Anwar. They put him in an ambulance and transported him to the emergency department, where unfortunately he was later pronounced deceased. A family member created a GoFundMe account for Mr. Anwar. He stated that Mohammed was a hardworking Pakistani immigrant who came to the United States to create a better life for him and his family. He was simply at work yesterday evening providing for his family when his life was tragically taken in an appalling act of violence. The details at the time were being investigated, but they know that he was working on an Uber Eats delivery when two assailants attempted to carjack him. His family went on to say that words cannot describe how our family is feeling currently. Devastation, confusion, shock, anger, heartache, and anguish are just a few that come to mind. They said, "We will carry him with us always, but it doesn't take the pain away of losing him so tragically and so unexpectedly soon." Meanwhile, the Metropolitan Police Department stated in a news release that arrests were made in a homicide and armed carjacking Taser on the 1200 block of Van Street Southeast. At approximately 4:31, members of the 1st District responded to the listed location for a report of a motor vehicle accident. Upon arrival, members located an adult male suffering from life-threatening injuries. DC Fire and Emergency Medical Services responded to the scene and transported the victim to an area hospital for treatment. The detective's investigation on the scene revealed that suspects assaulted the victim with a taser while carjacking the victim, which resulted in a motor vehicle accident. And on Tuesday, March 23, 2021, a 13-year-old juvenile female of Southeast DC and a 15-year-old juvenile female of Fort Washington, Maryland, were arrested and charged with felony murder and armed carjacking by taser. And on April 3rd, the family released an update on the GoFundMe account, just thanking everyone for their outpouring of support. They have decided to end the campaign and we're no longer accepting donations.